Phillips's mill at Phillipsburg Manor was the money-making machine for Adolph and Frederick Phillips. This is where they took this product of flour, shipping it down to the West Indies to make money for them. It could produce somewhere between 30 or 40,000 pounds of flour every week. Mr. Phillips could have afforded to pay a miller for this job, but he chose Caesar to do it. So that means Caesar had to have the same amount of skills as any white miller of the day.
There is a kind of pride to take in a job well done, even as an enslaved person. In addition, the amount of resources that your owner put into your training meant that they might also be proud of the work you did and more willing to negotiate with you. We think that some skilled people negotiated for better positions for family members. May have negotiated for different work schedules, even time off, things like that. But at the end of the day, even as a skilled slave, you were still an enslaved person. Your life was still at the mercy of your owner. It becomes starkly clear to the enslaved person that he or she is property. When Adolph Phillips dies in 1750, the mill and the farm were put up for sale. Caesar, along with the other people, even though he was the most skilled person in that community, he would still have had the question, what will happen now?
He's not going to get freed. Freedom is not happening in New York in the 1750s. He will not be manumitted or anything. He's going to remain the property of whoever has purchased him.
You could not sell the mill without selling Caesar with the mill. He has to go hand in hand. That's how valuable he was.
But we know when Mr. Phillips dies and the property changes hands and the new owner is not interested in keeping this provisioning plantation together and would rather sell it, Caesar loses that ability to leverage for his family. His child ends up in Yonkers, 20 miles away. Caesar's not able to visit. So when you really look at it, Caesar has nothing. By the mid-1750s, we see that Caesar is being rented now as the miller to a new person who's operating Phillipsburg Manor. That reference comes around 1755, and that's the last reference that we have for Caesar that we have been able to find, because the documentation is only there from the owner's point of view when Caesar is useful to them.
If I saw Caesar today, I would say thank you for all the knowledge and skills that you passed down over the years. It's been a pleasure to know you. And it's about time you got the recognition that's due you. That's what I would say to Caesar.